What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Logistical Styles coming at you from the studio with another video, and today we are doing a product review, and it's a product from a company that I've reviewed products from before. This is coming from XVIVE. If you remember last year I did some review videos for their U3 wireless transmitter. Well, recently they reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing their new Bluetooth audio receiver, and this is it right here. So, well, this is the box that it came in. You can see it's called the P3 Bluetooth audio receiver. It's for mixers, active PA, and DJ systems. And basically what it is a adapter. This is what it looks like. It's an adapter that plugs into the XLR port on your speaker, your mixer, your controller, whatever you have that doesn't have Bluetooth but has XLR inputs. You can use this to add Bluetooth connectivity to it. Now, it's a very simple device. Most of the construction is plastic except for the tip right here, the XLR connection. That is metal. It has a power switch. It has two buttons and a USB port, a USB-C port for charging. It comes with a USB-C to USB-A charger cable that you can use in case you don't have a USB-C cable lying around. This power switch on the bottom turns it on. When you turn it on, you'll see a blue light actually start flashing. That means it's in pairing mode, and that means it's ready to pair with your Bluetooth device. In this case, it's not blinking because it is paired to one of my cell phones, so it's already made the connection. Now, if you didn't have it paired or you wanted to change the pairing, you could press this top button again, hold it down until it starts blinking, and then it will be in pairing mode again and be ready to connect to another device. Now, this button down below allows you to pair this device to another device just like it. This is Bluetooth, I believe 5.0 or 5.1, which allows for a stereo pairing between Bluetooth devices. And it's kind of the same feature that I showcased on the Mackie Thump Go when I first got that last year. But this will allow you to pair two of these together. I only have one, so that's something you'll have to test out on your own. But it has a LED on the bottom to indicate that the power is on or off. It also has a charging LED indicator. When it's fully charged, it does turn green. So that is a nice thing to have. I didn't really think the other devices gave you too much of an indicator when they were fully charged. I think the lights just went out. But on this one, you get a green light, so you know you've got time. And according to this, you get 8 hours of usage out of it. I haven't really timed it to see how long it lasted, but I haven't had to charge it in the week and a half that I've had it. I've used it a couple of times for testing, but I've never gone a full 8 hours with it. What other features does it have? I mean, it's a really simple device. I mean, the biggest feature is that it's USB-C powered. The biggest feature is that you have 8 hours of battery life, and it's Bluetooth. It can be paired with another device like this, and you get a good range. The box says you get about 100 feet with direct line of sight. You'll be able to get you'll be able to get 100 feet of transmission. I've done a couple of tests. I've gotten as far as 125 feet and as low as 80 feet. But both those cases, it was a matter of this was on the back of the speaker I was using, so it wasn't direct line of sight. And one time I had it in my pocket and it was plugged into the back of the speaker, and I got 125, 126 feet with no dropouts. The last test I did today, which I'm going to show you a video of, I got about 80 feet before I got my initial dropout, but I was able to make it about 130, 40 feet and still hear some audio, but at that range, you were getting dropouts. So I would definitely say follow the instructions on the box, keep it direct line of sight, no obstructions, and you'll be good. If you are in a crowded room or you are not going to be able to have direct line of sight, then you really got to get a little bit closer. I would suggest probably staying in the 50 to 75 foot range, but it's going to vary depending on the environment. What other interference you're going to get in your environment. Maybe you have a lot of other Bluetooth devices connected to other devices. Maybe it's just a lot of people in the room or wherever you're at, but it's going to vary based upon your environment. So keep that in mind. I do like it. I am gonna keep it and might even get another one just to have in my toolbox as a nice thing to have for emergencies or for awkward situations where I might need to run a speaker wirelessly a little further away. So let's go ahead and get into my field test so you can see how well it worked. I hope this video, showed you a little something. It's not, the biggest flashiest product, but it's something that can be very helpful and can help you in certain situations. So check it out. Let's go look at the field test. And until you see me again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Let's check out this video. Okay, so here we are out here. We're going to do a quick field test of the XVIVE P3. I have right here a Yamaha. This is just a Yamaha powered speaker. I don't really see a model on it. Oh, this is the MSR 100. It's an older powered speaker. It's got a built-in mixer, built-in amplifier, of course, and it's got 3 channels. It's got an XLR input that you can switch to mic and line. It's got a 1/4 inch input, another 1/4 inch input, then you've got your EQ and master. But it does not have Bluetooth or any other kind of wireless compatibility built in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to make it a Bluetooth speaker. We're going to play some music, and then I'm going to do a range test like I've done with my other devices. I'm in the yard, so I've got my measuring stick and I'm going to walk, and I believe, well, I've done this test already once before, but I know I can get 125, 126 feet away using Bluetooth with no drop in signal. So I want to get it captured on video for you all to see. So what I'm going to do is take the P3 right here, XVIVE P3, turn it on. And when you turn it on, it's going to start blinking blue. That shows it's in pairing mode. I'm going to use this phone right here to connect to it through Bluetooth. So let's go ahead and get connected on the phone. Let's go into Bluetooth. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but right here, the P3 shows not connected right now. And I usually have this problem with devices like that, Bluetooth. I usually have to turn my Bluetooth off, turn it back on, try to connect, and it is trying to pair. Hopefully I'm in camera, and it is connected. P3 is now connected. So I'm going to take this, plug it into the XLR input on this speaker, switch it to mic input, and then turn it on. Let's get some music going. I'm going to pick a Logisticalstyles tune, so if I do get a copyright strike, it won't be such an issue. All right, so it's playing, should be playing. All right, so I got some music going. And what I'm gonna do is gonna grab my measuring stick, and we're gonna take a walk and see how far we can go using this device transmitting Bluetooth over to this device right here. And it should be interesting, or it should be a good test, because they say you need to have line of sight, and this is actually, I'm gonna put it in my pocket, and I'm gonna turn the speaker around so that the receiver is that way. So it's not gonna be direct line of sight, but I know already from previous experience, it's gonna go 125 feet, maybe even further, because I'm situated a little bit further back. One thing that's cool about this is I can control the volume with my phone. I don't have to go to the speaker to turn the volume up. I can use this because it transmits over Bluetooth that way. So let me go get the measuring stick, turn the camera around, and we'll see how far I can go. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the camera situated. I've got the speaker there. I've got my measuring stick. I'm gonna reset it to 0. And let me just get it in position so I don't have to bend over. All right, so let's let the music play. I'm wearing my Rode Wireless, so you're gonna hear me as I walk down there, but I'll let you know if the music drops. All right, so now we are at, this is 50 feet away, no drop in sound. Okay, so I did hear a slight drop right here. I'm at 88 feet, but it was like 1 second of a drop and it came right back. Okay, right now I'm 125 feet away, and it is dropping out. So this isn't the same result I got previously, and this is why you can't always trust Bluetooth. The music right now, I can hear it. You can't hear it because I'm 125 feet away, but the signal is dropping in and out. When I raise the speaker up high, or my phone up high, I guess I get a better signal. But it's picked back up, it's reconnected, and it's playing. But this is 125. It's breaking up again. I'm at 150 feet. This is 160 feet away. Still playing the music, but it will drop in and out. Yeah, the music's dropping in and out. I'm at 150 feet. Let's go back. Still dropping in and out at this range. Okay, so right here, it's picked up. It sounds really good. No dropouts. Definitely where line of sight, there's no other interference. But let's see, I need to reset and see how far I am. I know I'm about 100 feet away. So let's go. All right, this is actually 80 feet. So 80 feet away, no problem. The music is still playing. When I go past 85, that's when, let's turn this off. So once I went past about 80, 85 feet, that's when we started having issues with the transmission. It would drop a little bit. I did previous tests before and I was able to get 125 with no dropouts, but as you can tell, your mileage may vary depending on circumstances. Bluetooth does give you more than just 30 feet, the new Bluetooth spectrum, the 5.1 standard, but it's not perfect and I would not rely on it for anything mission critical. Like I wouldn't do ceremony music from Bluetooth. Maybe if I was standing right next to the speaker or within like 10 feet of the speaker, I would do it, but I wouldn't do that, you know, under normal circumstances. But this can help for situations when you aren't doing something that's really high stakes. Maybe you're just having a party in the backyard or at the beach or something like that, and you need a little Bluetooth connectivity. So that's not a big deal. If it drops a little bit, you just resituate the phone. But as you can see, it did work well. The box says it can do up to 100 feet with no problem, clear line of transmission. And I did mention that the receiver is actually on the back end of this speaker, so it's not a direct line of transmission. In fact, if you really think about it, this speaker has a magnet inside, well, two magnets for the tweeter and the horn. So that's putting interference between me and the receiver. But I think if it was spun around and facing me, I would get the 100 feet. And since I got 125 before, I'm getting 80 here. So I guess 100 is a good medium spot to say that you get decent transmission. But anyway, this is how it works with a speaker. Now I'm going to show you how I use it with my controller to add another auxiliary input for using the mic input. So let's go back into the studio. Okay, since I was having trouble with the reloop controller, I'm going to do the same exact thing, but I'm going to do it on my Rane 70 mixer. So I have the P5 connected into mic 1 on my Rane 70. I flipped it to line, turn on the mic. Let's flip it around. All right, the mic is on. Let's bring up the volume. So now I have audio coming in through my mic channel, and I can still use my decks to play regular music through my DJ program of choice, whether it's DJ, Serato DJ, virtual, whatever. But this gives me another option. And it's really cool because on that phone that I'm streaming to this device through Bluetooth, I can actually pull up DJ Pro on my phone and mix two decks that way. There is a little tiny bit of a latency, but it's not a lot. I mean, if you're just mixing music, that's no problem. I wouldn't try to mix cut or scratch, but if you're just blending song from left deck to right deck, that's no problem. But anyway, that is how you can use this P3 outside of just having it connected to a speaker to make it Bluetooth compatible. You can connect it to your DJ mixer or even your side mixer if you wanted to add Bluetooth to that. A lot of devices these days have Bluetooth, so it's not always necessary, but for older equipment, it's great to have one of these. I definitely recommend having one of these in your toolkit.